Welcome back to the Endzone. Today we'll be talking about the Week 1 matchup between number 3 FSU, Florida State, and number 1 Alabama. Now, this is going to be at a neutral site at Mercedes-Benz Stadium, the new Falcon Stadium in Atlanta. Overall, I think both of these teams are going to probably end up in playoffs at the end of the year. Now, I personally don't like either of these teams, so I don't really care who wins or loses, even though this is going to really, from Week 1, it's going to really shake up the playoff rankings and how it's going to be ranked for the rest of the season, all the way down to when we're deciding who's going to be the final 4 teams. Now, my prediction is Alabama's going to win, and I think it's going to be, I think they're going to win by a couple touchdowns. Now, I don't think Florida State's is as good as advertised. It's going to be Florida State's defense that carries them. I don't think the offense is going to produce that much. While Alabama, I feel like, is going to just come back firing on all cylinders. They returned Jalen Hurts at quarterback, even though he almost lost his position to freshman quarterback, incoming freshman. But Nick Saban said that he didn't lose it. But he still performed good. I mean, he's not the best passer all around, but he's a great college quarterback, still leading them to runner-up in the national championship last year. And then on Jimbo Fisher's side with Florida State, I just think that Florida State isn't going to be all up to live up to the hype. Basically, DeAndre Francois, I think that's how you pronounce his last name. I just don't think he is. I don't think he's that good. I think there's a lot better quarterbacks, even just in the ACC. But this is really going to decide how playoffs are going to be ranked and everything. Looking at it overall, I think Alabama is just a better team, and I don't think this is going to be the team to beat Bama. I think it's going to be Bama versus everybody else. That's what it's going to come down to. Overall wise, I'm taking Bama. That's for sure. I mean, Florida State, they're going to give Bama a run for their money, but I don't see them winning. And if they do, then Alabama's probably, that means Alabama came out and just laid an egg. What's going to hurt Bama is going to be their offense, I feel like. Just not being, the ability not being able to pass the ball. They're going to run the ball a lot. They have good running backs, but returning 2, I believe, 1,000-yard rushers. And then Florida State's going to come out with true freshman running back Cam Akers, and he looked great in their scrimmage spring game, but I almost said bowl game. In their spring game, he looked great with over 100 yards rushing in his debut, so that'll be interesting. But it's going to come down to defenses, in which defenses set in at the first game of the season for them, and I just think Bama's defense is better all around. So my prediction is Alabama over Florida State. Alabama stays number 1, and I see Florida State not dropping out of top 10 if they lose. Yep, Bama it is. Thanks for watching. Please be sure to like and subscribe and share the video.